What it do? What it do? You know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. Most definitely hit that bell icon as a notification bell that alert you all content that I drop to my YouTube channel. Also, make sure you hit the thumbs up, the AKA the like button, the three dots on your top right hand side. Make sure you smash the like button and make sure you hit the subscribe button. S.L.R. Media TV appreciate that, and YouTube appreciate that. Also, make sure you go double back and spin the block and go to my second YouTube channel, S.L.R. Sports News TV. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment over there. All helps my channel grow, get more viewers, more subscribers, push it further to the YouTube algorithm. It helps me get noticed more. It helps build the channel. So at the end of the day, it's all free. So make sure you support the channel. And also make sure you go to my TikTok, S.L.R. Media TV. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. We're getting very close. Make sure you go over there and follow. Make sure you like over there. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my future subscribers. You see the title. You see the title. Yeah. Yeah, I'm back with it. I'm back with it. In Bryce Young, we trust. Fire Dave Canales. Trust the process. For sure. For sure. And I told y'all, I ain't backing down. I ain't backing down. I'm standing 10 toes down. What's good? What's good, Jay Wick? I'm telling them. I'm on here to let them boys know I'm standing 10 toes on this day Canales shit. I ain't letting up. I ain't letting up. And I refuse to let up because I know I'm right about the situation. And I'm going to be proven right by the situation. What I just don't understand is how is y'all giving Dave Canales escape clause? How you giving him a free hall pass? He is just as guilty as Bryce Young. Y'all just don't get it. Bryce Young is not the head coach. Somebody got to be calling the plays. Somebody got to implement the game plan. It's all on Dave Canales. He's the head coach. He's not a coordinator. He's a head coach. We pay him to be a head coach. We pay him to be a problem solver, a fixer. I didn't ask you what Bryce can't do. That's not what I paid you for. I paid you to make Bryce better. And for that right there, that is a very fireable offense because you have not made Bryce Young better. And let me reiterate, because I must have to say this again. You can check all my lives. Just because I was the one that started the In Bryce Young We Trust the process, does not mean that I support Bryce Young as the starter now and in the future. No, I don't. I told you before, and let me read it again. I never wanted Bryce Young to be my starting quarterback. I do not believe in 5'10" quarterbacks. No other do I believe in quarterbacks that come out of Alabama under Nick Saban. I already knew this was going to be a tragedy. I knew this was going to be a failed experiment. But my point was to prove to y'all that this was a failed experience. Now look, now look. Jay, we said the only thing I got to say about Canales, well, he's the only thing I got to say about Canales is he got to get his own quarterback first because Bryce is unwatchable. That's unworkable. That's true. I mean that's true. But hey, I'm gonna get back to that one right there, Jay. Wait, most definitely. Hold on, I'm gonna get right back. Let me read the rest. What's that say? Bryce has had his best numbers on the Frank right. He couldn't get him right. But the other quarterbacks has decent seasons that he worked with. That's true. That's true. I believe he should have stayed with Frank Wright. He had his best statistics under Frank Wright. but he didn't want Frank Wright. He didn't like the offense. He felt like Frank wasn't hip. He wasn't cool. Frank was more a traditional NFL coach, and that's something that Bryce didn't like. But let me get back to the question that you put out there. The only thing I got to say about Canales, he got to get his own quarterback first because Bryce is unworkable. See, that you can say that, but still in the same context, that could be a excuse for Dave Canales. Because see, my thing is Dave Canales is not showing that he has, as I say, the smartness, the the uh the genius aspect to get the best out of Bryce. If you look at the offense that Dave Canales is running with Bryce, there's no creativity. There's nothing. There's no wow. There's no pop. There's no sizzle. There's no creativity with Bryce. You understand what I'm saying? Show me some creativity with Bryce. Show me that you're showing that you're trying your best. You're trying everything in the book. Display, 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 display to try to get the best out of Bryce. What I am seeing is you give Bryce the play, and Bryce goes out there and executes the play. That's what I'm seeing with no adjustments at all, Dave Canales. You make no adjustments. You look like you don't know what you're doing. You got out coached yesterday. And I'm going to tell you right now, and a lot of media agreeing with me, Dave Canales, you're on the hot seat. Whether you like it or not, you're on the hot seat because your teams look unprepared to play. That falls on the coaching staff. I paid you to make Bryce better. I don't want to hear about you have to go out there and get your own quarterback. That's what I didn't hire you for. If I wanted you to get your own quarterback, I would tell you that in the process of hiring, just in case if it does not work out with Bryce Young, you had the authority to go out there and find your quarterback. So 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 it's kind of like yeah, but the owner didn't tell him that. The owner said to fix Bryce Young. That's what I hired you for. To make him the franchise player, to make my pick right, and don't make me wrong. Dave Canales looks unprepared. Dave Canales does not have a treasure trove of plays. Dave Canales does not have a treasure trove of backup plays nobody's seen before. This is what you're getting. What you got last season from Dave Canales is what you're getting this season. Nothing has changed. By by Dave, by Dave getting his quarterback, not Bryce, that gives Dave Canales a right to have another season. I'm gonna tell you right now. I seen what he did under Andy Dalton, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it. He's not a good coach. He's just not a good coach. You're gonna say, "Well, S.L.R. Well, who are we gonna get? Who's out there? Don't nobody want that job? Don't nobody." And they got a head coach. I want y'all to say it again and be repeat offenders this season, after the season, and watch me go get a head coach. Nobody's not worrying about what y'all saying. This is a bad job. Don't nobody want it. Yes, they do because they're paying out millions of dollars. Who does not want a job that's paying out millions of dollars? Get out of here. Y'all, listen. The same ones that said that this is a bad job. Don't nobody want this job. I experience you will put your application in and hit submit and hope and pray you get that multi-million-dollar contract. So don't nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear that. Nobody. Nobody. Y'all sound like a bunch of fucking scaredy cats. You sound like a bunch of scaredy. Every time y'all say, well, who are we going to get the backup Bryce? Bryce. And thought Bryce was going to be a hit. Who are we going to get, S.L.R? Who are we going to get? Ain't nobody out there. Now y'all saying the same thing about a head coach. And there's plenty of good head coaches out there better than Dave Canales. And y'all know it. Don't sit here. Don't sit here and holler about fire Dave Canales after week 2 and week 3 when I told y'all this should have been happening. See, I don't understand why the fuck y'all don't want to believe in me until you have to believe in me. That's the problem. I'm not surprised by nothing I seen yesterday from the Carolina Panthers. I am not surprised because I'm gonna tell you why. When you don't play the team in the preseason, this is what you're going to get consistently and constantly. This is what you're going to get on a consistent basis or everything to an NFL player. Do you want all the reps you can get? He said, well, S.L.R. Dad is not a smash mouth football coach. He likes to pass the ball. A problem. I laid the game plan out yesterday for the Carolina Panthers to easily beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. All they had to do was doing what they was doing in the first quarter, run the ball and stay running the ball. You understand what I'm saying? You don't stop until they come up with an answer to stop the run game. You every chance you get now, the media is calling for. Now the media is calling for my game plan. Now you're calling for S.L.R's game plan. Run S.L.R. game plan. Take the ball out of Bryce. I've been told you that. I've been told you that. But you know what though? Y'all want to holler about wide draft two first round wide receivers if we're gonna constantly run the ball. Who does that? Okay. Now look what you get. Now look what you get. Now look what you're getting. Look what you're getting. It's an eyesore. I told y'all this. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I can go live every day, every day, every day. And I'm gonna tell you, I love this. I love it. I hope we don't win not one game. I hope we go 0-17. Yeah, you damn right. I hope we go 0-17 so we can control the board. I want to have the number one pick. I want teams to come to me. Give me your best trade deals. We ain't got to accept nothing because we hold the number one pick. We need to control the market so we can have a team that's willing to trade everything for that number one pick. This team is not going to the playoffs. This is the worst roster in the NFL. And y'all know what y'all did? Y'all believed everything that the Carolina Panthers put out this whole spring and summer. Y'all believed everything. Y'all was super glued to your social medias, to your TikToks and your Instagrams and your Facebook. You was glued. All y'all kept talking about was T Mac, the wide receivers, the wide receivers, the wide receivers, the wide receivers. Carolina should be averaging at least 25, 27, or 30 points. Bryce should be getting 275, 300. Take McMillan is a 10 catch guy. I didn't see none of this yesterday. I did not see none of this yesterday. None of this. Our owner won't say owner want to say yes, man. Coach, he don't want a coach that's going to give him pushback. Well, I mean, he has the right to that. He's a multi-billionaire. He owns 32 out of he owns 32 very, very high value franchises. He's one of 32 owners. He really doesn't care about what Dave Canales got to say because he know what he hired Dave Canales for. And it's looking like Dave Canales lied to him to get the job. Facts on loving this shit. Every loss is getting us closer. Every loss is getting us closer to controlling the board. Every loss. We need to have the number one pick. We need to have the number one pick. I'm not even thinking about the playoffs. Shame on y'all to be thinking about the playoffs. Shame on y'all for pushing the playoff narrative. Shame on y'all. What I said was playoffs or bust. Bryce only has two options. He only has two options. Either bust or playoffs. Either one you want, Bryce, but you only had two options. The play calling was horrendous. Y'all can be against me for now. Be against me for now. But I guarantee you, next week, next week, all y'all going to talk about is, man, Dave Canales got to go. Dave Canales got to go. But when I said it wasn't cool, when I said it this week, it ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to say I'm wrong. What's the reason? That's crazy. Look how many coaches. Look how many coaches David Tepper done ran through. That's crazy, S.L.R. Why do you want to say that? Dave Canales don't have his quarterback. Dave Canales don't have his quarterback, so we don't know who. Yes, the fuck we know who he is. There's a lot of head coaches that's done been fired that didn't come in with their quarterback and left out without their quarterback. So don't sit here and tell me that Dave Canales deserves another year because he doesn't have his quarterback. I'm sorry. You got to pick another sport. Shit don't work like that in the NFL. This is not 10 years ago. This is not 15, 20 years ago. This is not 30 years ago. You are now in the era in the NFL where head coaches only get 2 years tops. 2 years. These owners don't have patience. And you think that David Tepper's gonna go another year with a head coach that is really not a head coach? Come on, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I'm the only Carolina Panther podcaster right now, the only one that's standing 10 toes down on this. Nobody else, because they scared. They scared. They scared. I'm the only one. That's what makes me unique. That's what makes me S.L.R. Because S.L.R. would jump out there and put that shit out there and stand on it and level up and be right about it. I don't want to hear next week when y'all hollering about, man, Dave Canales got to go. He got to go. Look what he doing. Dave Canales go try to run a shotgun in a 4th and 1. He did it last year. What the fuck are y'all surprised about? What are you so shocked about Dave Canales? He is not head coach ready. He is not. How many times do I have to tell y'all this? How many times do I have to tell you this? Listen to S.L.R. Listen to me when I'm telling you this. Clean your motherfucking ears. All you got to do, if you got all 22, however you watch the Carolina Panthers content, Look at Dave Canales' play calling. Look at his play calling from last year until this year. There is no way impossible that this guy should have never been a head coach in the NFL. No way impossible. You tell him you can't run no trickery plays or anything at all for Bryce Young. Nothing. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Derek Morgan, Mr. Bug Eye, Mr. Don't Blink. I'm telling you, Dan Morgan. I'm telling you, and listen to me very, very closely, Dan Morgan. Because I'm gonna tell you, for the media gets a hold. See, I do shit before the media gets a hold of it. Because you know why? I want to be like, well, damn. I told you so. Dan Morgan, you're on the hot seat, homeboy. Because if it gets any worse than what it's getting, they're gonna start looking at you, Dan Morgan. You can't hide. You can't hide forever, Dan Morgan. You was doing a lot of lying in the offseason, Dan Morgan. Where you at, Dan? Where you at? Your ass is shook. You shook. You are shook right now because you don't know you're gonna be able to survive. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because Bryce Young sees it like this. If I go down, Dave Canales is going down, and Dan Morgan is going down. I guarantee you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you now. I'm so I'm so good at this. I'm so good at this. So cerebral, so savage with this. Go check out my lives from last season for the 2024 season. I said that Dave Canales and Bryce Young was going to bump heads this season, primarily over play calling. Because Bryce is going to say that this coach right here is not putting me in positions to win. Before Bryce has to fucking throw the towel in and say, the hell with this, F this, he's going to make sure that Dave Canales goes down in a blaze of glory. I'm telling you, this team is unprepared. This is the worst coaching staff in the NFL. Do you know how angry it makes me to see that Dave Canales don't even go over there and talk to his defensive coordinator? Say, what the is you doing? What's going on? Can you try to run this? Can you try to run that? But you got articles out today saying Dave Canales is begging, pleading with David Tepper and Dan Morgan to play the younger players. What the fuck are you pleading for, Dan? What are you begging for, Dave? Dave, what are you really? Why are you begging upper management? This is your team. The guys that you got out there suited up was approved by you, Brent Tillis, Dan Morgan, and David Tepper. If you did not want veterans out there, you could have played the young guys. I don't want to hear that, Dave Canales. You're a head coach because what it looked like, you're looking like a puppet. You don't even look like a head coach because listen, you ain't got no bullets in the chamber. They gave you a blank gun with no real ammo. That's what the fuck you got, Dave Canales. You got a gun with no ammo. They done stripped you down to everything. They just told you to wear the gun just for protection, just to to throw stuff off and play people. That's exactly what you're doing. You fools go. You are a puppet, and I hate to say it. You're a puppet. Check the scenario, S.L.R. What if you put in Hooker and we win 7 games, and then what you got to say? Well, I guess I need to. I guess I need to address the Hendon Hooker part too. I'm gonna address that. Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead. What you say? Hold on. Hold on. It's a SL. It's a SLS. Or you try to say S.L.R. Say he's out here pump faking. Yeah, he's out here pump faking. Straight pump faking with the gat. With the gat. You got Dave Canales walking up and down the sideline with the gat, showing it though. Showing the gat, showing the handle. Everybody looking like, yeah, Dave got that thing on him. Dave got that thing on him. But Dave ain't telling you, ain't no bullets in that thing. Ain't no bullets in that gun. That motherfucker empty. Empty. Ain't nothing in it. Just show and tell. That's what Dave Canales is. He's a pump fake, puppet, show and tell coach. Once again, our owner haven't changed. He ain't changed. He ain't changed. He pulling the strings. He pulling the strings that ain't even got to be seen. Ask me this. Tell me this right here. This is what I want to know. Okay, no. Let me answer. Let me answer the Jay Wicks question. Let me answer the question. All right, with the Hendon Hooker. Okay, just like Jay Plummer, just like the Jay Plummer situation, it was a move by Dave Canales, just like the Hendon Hooker move. When he goes in the office and has to sit down and talk to Dave, that's his saving grace. Hendon Hooker. That's all he doing. That's all he doing. What Dave do, Dave go get a quarterback, and he used that quarterback when he goes into meetings with David Tepper to save himself for another season. Hendon Hooker ain't going to do nothing for this team what Bryce can't do. Trust me, if Hendon Hooker was good like y'all say he is or think he is, why didn't he go to Ben Johnson to the Chicago Bears? Why did he get beat out by Kyle Allen in Detroit? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. How? If you was in that system for 3 years, how do you get beat out? Hmm? Here's Hendon Hooker. I just want an opportunity to play. I just want a chance. Okay, so your best chance to play and get on the field was to go to Charlotte, right? Because you don't believe in Bryce. Because if you thought Bryce was any good, you wouldn't even took that move and went to Charlotte because you'd felt like you ain't even getting on the field. That's just like you. That just like you saying you want to go to the Buffalo Bills, but Josh Allen is there, so you automatically know you ain't gonna even touch the field. But you're saying Hendon Hooker that you can get on the field because of Bryce Young. Okay, we'll see. We'll see, Hendon. We'll see, Hendon. I'm gonna tell you now. I don't believe in Hendon Hooker. And I'm gonna tell you now, I will be out on the forefront against Hendon Hooker. All right, y'all sit over here loving Hendon Hooker. Yeah, yeah. I'll be trying to put a pitchfork right through Hendon Hooker. I don't see nothing in Hendon Hooker that's gonna make me say that's the guy right there. He is not the guy. I will go to Andy Dalton before I go to Hendon Hooker. That's facts. I don't want to hear nothing about no Tennessee. I don't want to hear nothing about no Detroit. I don't believe in Hendon Hooker. Sorry, guys. I'm tough on my quarterbacks. I'm very, very tough on my quarterback. I know what I like. I know what I like. I know what I like. My quarterback is sitting in Cleveland, number 12. If we would have went and got number 12 from Cleveland, we wouldn't be talking about this. I'll be trying to get number 12 to come on my channel, come on my podcast. So y'all, so listen, just calm down. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be okay. Dave Canales is out here pump faking. Listen, in Bryce Young, we trust. Say it with me. Say it with me. Say it with me. In Bryce Young, we trust. Trust the process. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jay was said, I think we just need to really have a quarterback competition, but we going to have to draft a guy for the future. He doesn't have to play next year, but develop him. See, Jay Wick. See. I'm to the point now, Jay. I don't even want to draft a quarterback because we should have got Shador. I seen the quarterbacks that's in this draft. There's no guarantee that Arch Manning is going to come out. But understand this. Any quarterback that's picked in the top 20 is going to start week 1. There's only one quarterback right now in this draft that I will say he is my guaranteed week 1 starter. And that's Garrett. That's the quarterback out of LSU. That's the only one because Brian Kelly knows how to develop quarterbacks and have them pro ready day 1 like Jaden Daniels. Garrett Nussmeier is the only quarterback that I will pick as the number 1 pick day 1. Not Cade Covenant. Cade Covenant is trashed. Honestly, Cade Covenant is a 3rd or 4th round pick. Let's just be honest. Let's be facts. You don't trust quarterbacks that got to damn near stay 5 or 6 years in college, and then all of a sudden they pop. Nah, I'm good on that. Because you know why? Once he gets to the NFL, he done peaked. He doesn't even have a ceiling. He doesn't even have a ceiling. Drew Adler, you can't start him. All them years you played at Penn State, I can't even start you day 1. I'm just saying. Carolina Panthers have to look real hard at the quarterbacks that's coming out in free agency. They can no longer wait on development. I'm sorry. We went the development route. We did that when we drafted Bryce Dipper Young. When we draft Bryce Dipper Young, that was it. We cannot go back in the draft and draft a quarterback, especially in the first round if we had the number 1 pick. That number 1 pick has to strictly go on defense or offensive lineman. I'm done. I'm done with drafting the quarterback. I'm going out here quarterback hunting. I'm putting my best team together, and we're going to find the best free agent quarterback that's going to come here and lead this team to the next level. We cannot afford to wait. You're saying draft a quarterback, let him sit and develop. Nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because how I was brought up through the football ranks, how I was taught if I was a general manager, if you pick a quarterback in the first round or the number 1 pick, he's playing immediately. All quarterbacks now should play immediately. There should be no reason for quarterbacks coming out of college to sit. If I got to sit you, you don't deserve to be on the team. Why I want to draft you for it? Then we can say let's sit him 1 or 2 years and let him develop. Nah, we ain't doing. That's a waste of pick. You are you are now you are no longer afforded to waste picks anymore. Facts. LSU can make good quarterbacks. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Sure. Oh yeah. Under Brian Kelly. Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, don't be surprised if Brian Kelly ends up getting a head coaching job. That's how good Brian Kelly is. I think out of all the college coaches right now, LSU head coach Brian Kelly can come in the NFL and make immediate impact. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Brian Kelly end up being the leading candidate for the Miami Dolphins job. And and if Dave Canales, if you happen to survive, which I don't think you are, I don't think you're going to be able to survive. But if you do survive, you must give up play calling, and you have to go hire Mike McDaniel, go hire one of these up and coming offensive coordinators that's been calling plays as an offensive coordinator for at least minimal of 2 to 4 years, or get you a offensive coordinator that just recently been a head coach and got fired. That's where you need to go. You must give up play calling, Dave Canales. That's not you. That's not you. You must learn how to be a CEO. You cannot call plays, homeboy. You are getting exposed. All the defenses knows your plays. You're too vanilla. You ran a 4-5 wide receiver set, and they knew what you was doing. They knew the outcome. Mm, 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 mm. But before I get into the content, it's the last thing I got to say. This team is not good from top to bottom. This team is not. This team is so bad. It is so bad that David Tepper has to get rid of the the quarterback and the head coach, and he might have to get rid of the general manager too. This how bad it is, because as an owner, one thing you don't want to be in the NFL is the laughing stock of the NFL. And right now, David Tepper and the Carolina Panthers are the laughing stock in the NFL right now. And it's a shame. It's a shame. He said, let me say, hold on. He said defense ain't there yet. We're going to have to. Yeah. And you got to clean the boards. I mean, can you trust a coach like Dave Canales that took a job and the owner said, I got your defensive coordinator? What? Can you trust a coach that did not play Bryce Young last season in the preseason? And you see how this started? And he came right back and did the same thing again. And you see how this started? Y'all need to tell me, how in the hell do y'all expect for me to believe in Dave Canales? He's head over heels. This is too much for him. This is something that's going to get so bad that he's going to get fired, whether y'all like it or not. He's going to get fired. Trust me. Once the media, and the media is getting very tired of losing and the bad play calling by Dave Canales, once the media start throwing the idea out there that Dave Canales could be fired, he's going to get fired. The media has a lot of influence in the Carolina Panthers circle. Trust me. How we don't know Dave is not heading in that direction right now. Well, which Dave you talking about, Tepper or Canales? Because David, um, Dave Canales, he's gonna be looking at the unemployment line, or he's gonna be looking, be working with the Las Vegas Raiders with Pete Carroll. That's where this shit's looking. Yep. It's, he's the S.L.R. just talking. He's not a real Panther fan. Yeah, hit the link, Keywan. Yeah, I ain't no lovable loser. If you don't listen, just because I don't like Bryce team, See, you can call it what you want. Yeah. Real fans always got a real opinions. I know real fans don't like losing. I know real fans ain't lovable losers. Yeah. Yeah. And if you keep supporting this bullshit, this bullshit right here, key one, you're gonna be all by yourself. Yeah. Cause you ain't gonna have no supporters. Yeah. All your little Bryce Young supporters now, they gonna leave you behind. Yeah. Cause you know they gonna flip flop. They gonna leave you behind. While you still sitting there supporting Bryce Young, they don't. Yeah. He once said I ain't a real Carolina Panther fan because I'm not supporting this poor product. Hell no, I ain't. Let's shit with the other. Hold on, man. Hold on. Yeah, go get to this. Ah, yeah. Let's go. Let's go to the city. Let's go to the city. We about to go to the city. We about to hear what the Carolina Panther fans say about this sorry ass Carolina Panthers team. Yeah, let's get into the content. Fuck all this. Where we at? We ain't gonna be doing all this. Let's get into this. Yeah.
All right, as Mike just showed you now with Saturday's practice done, the first week of NFL training camp for the Panthers is officially in the books. The team will be off until Monday when the real fun really gets going as the pads will come on for the first time in training camp. But as for the week,
you talk about Bryce Young, the way they closed the season, finished 5-12, but it was the second half play.
I know it's only week one with the Panthers, but I'm almost ready to quit for the whole season. I'm almost ready to just throw away the whole team. They got one, maybe two more Sundays left in me, or I'm done. Bryce Young is not the answer. I've been saying it since his rookie year that we should have just gotten to CJ and then been through with it. But we got Bryce and we got to deal with it. But he is not the answer. I'm going to give y'all two more Sundays. After that, I'm done. Keep pounding.
Another year of being a Carolina Panthers fan, ladies and gentlemen, and the Panthers, per usual, are terrible. In case you missed it, the Jaguars just beat the Panthers 26-10. There was a lightning delay. It didn't matter. Like, who cared about this game? I was probably one of 10 people actually watching this game start to finish, and the Panthers offense just looked completely inept. Bryce Young threw two interceptions. There was a fumble. There's two turnover on downs, and the only points came in garbage time and on the opening drive. For the defense, the Jaguars went through it like Swiss cheese. It's not like we're playing the Eagles or the Chiefs. You're playing the Jags. This was one of the worst teams in the NFL last year, and they made you look like a JV team. For the quarterback position, I genuinely don't know what to do. Obviously, you have to throw Bryce out there and hope something happens, but at the same time, he's just not it. Last year was a complete anomaly. This was just garbage time nonsense last year, playing against teams that didn't really care anymore. And should we just put in Hendon Hooker? Maybe put in Andy Dalton? I don't know. I've lost faith in this team already, and it's only week one. We got 16 more to go. Insanity.
Yeah, you heard it. You hearing it from the Carolina Panther fans, the bloggers, all of that. Yeah. They tired of it, Kiwan. They tired of it. They're not thinking like you, Kiwan. Kiwan says, the whole team played bad yesterday. I'm a Panther fan. That's my quarterback. It's only one game. That's true, Kiwan. Kiwan. I like your Panther spirit, Kiwan. I like that. Keep that same energy, Kiwan. Keep it. Because Bryce going to need it. He's going to need it. Listen, I know you want to give him a hug yesterday, Kiwan. I know you want to give him a hug. I know you want to give him some graham crackers and some milk. But I heard Bryce like animal cookies. So so I don't know. I don't know. He probably would have took your graham cracker cookies and threw them in the trash. Animal cookies, frosted strawberry animal cookies. That's the word. So if the whole team played bad yesterday, that's on coaching. That's on coaching, Kiwan. I don't know why y'all giving this fucking coaching staff a walking pass. You're good. You're good. It's coaching, Kiwan. And the simple fact, yeah, week one, I told you, Kiwan, I told you, week one was a huge game. It was a big time game. We're going to talk about week one like we talk about week 17. Every game on the schedule is crucial because we know what's on the line for your quarterback. This is it. This is it. He better hope and pray that Dad Canales is still his friend. He better hope and pray that the head coach ain't turned on him already. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Because he going to have to call Daddy Craig and Mommy to go talk to Dave. We will next week for a fact. All right. Okay. All right. Lose to the Cardinals. Lose to the Cardinals. That's all I'm saying, Kiwan. Kiwan, listen to me. Lose to the Arizona Cardinals and play the way you play against the Jaguars. That's all I'm saying, Kiwan. And y'all know S.L.R. Y'all know S.L.R. You know, man, the content that I'm going to be dropping. I'm going to put the link in there so y'all can pull up. Because y'all going to have to stop me. If he lose to little bitty old Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals, back-to-back winnable games against winnable teams, somebody got to go. Somebody got to go. I'm just saying. Listen, I'm the man of the people. I'm the voice of the voiceless. Bryce ain't it, Kiwan. Dave Canales ain't it. When y'all gonna understand that? Y'all can give me my flowers now, or you can give them to me later on. But y'all gonna say, damn, S.L.R. was right. Every move, from week to week, you're gonna say, damn, S.L.R. was right. I don't know how the fuck he knew this. I ain't gonna tell you how I know, but I know. Yeah. Jay Wood said, dude, I'm tired of seeing this shit. And when is it going to end? I mean, really, the turnovers is ridiculous. I mean, bad guy in the center. Yeah. 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 But see, listen, just understand this. I'm gonna put this in simple form. And this is simple. This what happens when you don't play preseason. Austin Corbett and Bryce Young only had practice training camp joint practice reps. They really didn't have in-game repetition. You have to have in-game repetition. The speed is different. The physicality is different. The play calling is different. Everything is watered down when you in shorts and helmet. This is what it is. Just understand that. It's because they didn't play in the preseason. Y'all got to remember that Dave Canales lied. Y'all understand this. We have a lying coach. This guy lied to us and said that this team was going to play a lot more in preseason. And he didn't. But y'all saying that I'm wrong. That I'm jumping off the fucking ledges. That I'm leading by emotions, talking about Dave Canales should be fired. I guess y'all not. And most of y'all got that all 22 shit. Y'all break down content. Y'all can't tell me. Listen, I want one of y'all Carolina Panther content creators to do a whole podcast strictly on Dave Canales and break down his play calling. Break it down. meat by meat, bone by bone. And then you'll see what the hell S.L.R was talking about. This guy does not know what the hell is he doing. He doesn't. Keywan says no division loss. No division loss. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's very true. But what we still last in our division though. When the standings came out. Let me see. Keywan says no. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. But listen, what did the Carolina Panthers say all spring and all summer? What did they say? What was all the hype videos was about? Year 3, Carolina Panthers is ready. Showing off their draft picks and showing Bryce having fun, doing dances, doing handshakes, and Bryce rapping and doing all this and that. Bryce over here acting like he got he got a whole other team, and they Canales say, yeah, man, this is Bryce's team. You know, I really don't have to do too much. I would just sit back and just be a coach. This should be a smooth season for me. We have all the weapons. We're going to be good to go. Hell, we're so good that we don't really need preseason. All right, bet. Y'all want to holler about Evero. Why are y'all worrying about Evero? Why are y'all worried about Evero? Evero don't even want to be here. So why y'all making emotionally decisions on Evero? Because if y'all was smart, you already know Evero was going to be fired. We know that. He knows that. When? Sooner than you know it. And then we'll move the defensive line coach, Todd Wash. If y'all don't know who Todd Wash is, watch the blueprint. The defensive line coordinator. He will move right on in and take Evero's spot. Now, what I haven't found out yet, which I got ears in the streets, I'm trying to find out which defense that Todd Wash is willing to go with once he gets elevated to the defensive coordinator position. Because I'm hearing that it will not be no 4-2-5. It would not be that stupid Madden 4-2-5 defense. It will not. That's the reason why teams are getting $150 on us. You rather the 4-2-5, 4 down in the trenches, 2 linebackers, and 5 in the secondary. Yeah. Why you think running backs are salivating? Why you think running backs are telling their wife and kids and the family to go ahead and plan for a trip because it's going to be paid for by the Carolina Panthers? Yeah, I done hit one of my benchmarks in my contract. Yeah, for sure. Jay Wick said, get one. How in the hell we going to beat the Cardinals? Mm-hmm. Who's that? How we going to beat the Cardinals? And what's that? Kamari? Who was that? Yeah, Kamari was sick. What the hell you think is going to be? Well, I am hearing that the Arizona Cardinals are going to throw multiple different types of defenses at Dave Canales. That's what I'm hearing. It's going to be multiple different types of defenses. But shit, that's still a winnable game. That's still a winnable. That's a very winnable game for the Carolina Panthers. Very winnable. They blow this one. Like I said, they lose this. I don't know how. I don't know how they survive. I really don't know how they survive this. For real. Hold on.
He's watching the damn.
He was watching the helmet.
He's watching the helmet.
Let me show you one of the most concerning things about the game yesterday. So this is the data about the pressure rate. Pressure rate essentially means how much pressure is that defensive line. It's not sacks. It's how much pressure is that defensive line putting on an opposing quarterback. The Carolina Panthers their number was 13%. 13%, that's lower. I know we haven't had a Monday night game, so Chicago and Minnesota haven't played, but that's the lowest number of any team. I don't understand. If you're Dan Morgan, if you're Canales, if you went to go get Scorton, if you went to go get Princely, why are they playing less than 10 snaps? It literally makes no sense. You did not draft these players, make trades for these players. You traded. You did some finagling with Denver to go get these players. Let them play. Pat Jones and Wanham, who I think had a fine game, play your rookies. It's just so disappointing to me that and it's week 1, I get it, but Evero's not going to make it the whole season if we're going to put 13% on opposing quarterbacks. It was atrocious.
You heard him. You heard him. You hearing the people? I ain't got to say it. They saying it. I ain't got to say it. So how are we going to beat the Cardinals? Kyler Murray was sick and one ball out of control. Yeah, yeah. The Carolina Panthers can't stop a nosebleed, so they ain't gonna be able to stop Kyler Murray or James Conner. The Kyler Murray is gonna kick it, kick his ass, dude. We won his game sick and still balled out of control. Yeah, he won his game sick and he still balled out of control. That's what quarterbacks supposed to do. You pay you a lot of money. I don't give a damn. I paid you a lot. You better go out here and play. Sick, all of that. Pay too much money. Got to get out here and play. Get your IV. Get on out here and play. The game sick. Yeah, you think we're gonna beat this Cardinals team with that defense? Nah, the Cardinals got a pretty good defense, and just happened we don't. So I'm pretty sure that Kyler Murray and them is looking at chops and looking to go 2-0. Yeah. What would have thought the Arizona Cardinals be sitting 2-0 going in week 3? Huh? Well, look at here. Ah. Mm. Y'all better stop. Y'all better believe in S.L.R. Believe me when I'm telling y'all. Just believe me. If I said Bryce was elite, y'all believe me. Y'all believe me. If I say Bryce was elite, y'all believe me. Y'all be loving it. Y'all be loving it. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. I can't. I can't. Sometimes it be tempting. It be tempting. Cause I know how easy y'all. All I got to say, Bryce is elite. Y'all flooding the channel. But since I'm really not saying Bryce is elite, I'm pretty much anti Bryce. Y'all like, nah. S.L.R. be doing too much. He be doing too much. Man, y'all weak hearted. See, that's why y'all be scared to pull up on my channel. Because y'all y'all be scared to defend your own quarterback. Y'all let me go on my channel and get off. Yeah. Hmm. Boy, they lose to the Arizona Cardinals. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh my Lord. Please let Bryce New lose to Arizona. Football guys, let the Arizona Cardinals beat down my beloved Carolina Panthers. Beat them down. Arizona beat them down. Kyler Murray, I want you to have about 300 yards. Have your one and only best game of the season. Have it against us. Have it against the Carolina Panthers. Because I'm telling you, it's just going to make the transition so smooth and easy for Bryce Young and David Tepper. No, Bryce Young and Dave Canales to get the hell out of town. So I don't have to come on my channel or the chat or people pulling up on my channel talking about Bryce Young and Dave Canales. Because y'all delusional. I listen. I'm gonna say it, we got a delusional fan base. We got a lot of magicians out here. We got a lot of magicians out here that made this fan base delusional, talking that bullshit. But real recognize real over here, and that's what I'm gonna stand on. And I'm gonna say, and I will. Fuck Bryce Young. How many times do I have to say it? And I don't even say it a lot because I don't have to. Because I say it because I talk so many different ways about Bryce. Y'all know I don't fuck with Bryce. I'm not that guy. You can't persuade me. I'm not coming over to the club. I don't give a damn if you're having a all-out Bryce party. I'm not showing up. I could care less. Have fun. Believe that. You know the only jersey that I got that I would rock? That is Cameron Jarrell Newton, #1, aka Superman, aka Boogie, Mr. 4th and 1, Funky Friday. Yeah. Huh. You will never see a #9 in my closet or on my back. Y'all look foolish for buying that man's jersey and not putting it on because he's not winning. But y'all was doing a lot of pro Bryson. Pro Bryson. Where you at? Where you at? Where y'all at? Scared asses. Yeah. Y'all some day runners. Y'all don't come out and play at nighttime after 4 o'clock. Yeah, y'all don't come out and play. Y'all only play in the daytime. You said we can't get a good old white American breed quarterback. Yeah, they can stay in the pocket and make all the throws. Yeah, I think that's what we need. We need to go. We need to go white. We need to go white. We need a Bobby Boucher or something. We need to go white. I'm kind of about done with the black quarterbacks. I don't want a dipper. I need you to stay on the. I need you to stay on the plantation. I need you to stay in the fields. I don't need you running outside the lines. I don't need you running out the fence. I don't need that. I don't need you off the grid. You know what I'm saying? I know Josh Allen's don't walk through the door. I know that. I know that. But I'm looking for a Tom Brady-ish. I'm looking for a Peyton Manning-ish. I'm looking what's the quarterback from Detroit? You understand what I'm saying? I'm looking for a motherfucker just don't wanna be a dipper. Don't never wanna be a dipper. He just wanna stay in that gun barrel, stay in that lane, make all the throws necessary, like Joe Burrow. I'm done with the dippers. I'm done with the dippers. I don't want another dipper. I shouldn't I shouldn't be labeling my quarterback a dipper. I'm hearing that it's a S.L.R. Bryce be listening to your channel. Bryce tried to not dip because you was calling him a dipper, and he didn't like it. He said he's not a dipper. So he tried to prove to me that he can be a traditional quarterback, and he failed. Shame on him. It's a shame. He said the only time I really want my white quarterback to run out the pocket, LOL, is just to get the first down and keep the drive alive. He ain't got to be Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson, or Michael Vick. Them is certified grade A dippers. Them are legendary dippers. You know what I'm saying? Legendary. Josh Allen, he's becoming a legendary dipper too. Yeah, yeah. I would say Patrick Mahomes, but Patrick Mahomes, he say he black. You understand what I'm saying? You know, he don't label himself Caucasian. He say he black. He just look Caucasian, but he's black. So you know what I'm saying? It's plenty of dippers out there. Trust me, there are. Trust me. But I heard Hendon Hooker. He was a he was a slick dipper. I heard, but Hendon ain't running. Not with them bad knees. He ain't running. I'm scared Hendon Hooker gonna get one leg twisted. That's gonna be it for Hendon. He's going back to Greensboro. He's going back to I-40. He's going back to go to grandma's house and go eat some goddamn hamburger and gravy, smothered onions, and some pillberry biscuits. Yeah, and a sweet tea. That one hell of a game they played last night, the Ravens and the Bills. Yeah, that was a good game. Yeah, that was a good game. But them games right there are gonna be the games that's gonna get the Ravens head coach fired. You understand what I'm saying? Them games right there are gonna be the games that's gonna get him fired. He said, "You leave our deadly native alone, man." Hell nah, Jay Wick, because Jay Wick, you won't hit the hook in the play. Y'all see, I'm taking off for Andy Dalton. See, in the midst of the fire, through all of this gonna go, I'm gonna take off for Andy Dalton. I'm gonna be out on the forefront, and I'm gonna be Team Andy. I'm gonna be Team Andy. I'm gonna want Andy Dalton to get the rock. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Cause at least I know with Andy Dalton, he can run Dave Canales' offense, and he also can blow this offense up and be very trash. Oh yeah. See, with Hendon Hooker, all y'all be like, he didn't have enough time to play. He still learned the playbook. Oh, so that means Dave Canales he need to have a whole year under Dave Canales. Oh, fuck that. No, that's the reason why I don't want Hendon Hooker in, because he ain't nothing but a built-in excuse for y'all. It ain't happening. I just want to see what old buddy can do. You gonna see what he can do. Hold that goddamn clipboard. Be the emergency third quarterback like Shador. Yeah. Hold your clipboard. And you know what I'm saying? And be ready on call. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. That's all. No, I'm standing up for Andy. I will not let Dave Canales bypass Andy Dalton. No, I will not. I will not. I will not. No, sir. I will not let y'all do that. I will not let y'all do that to the Red Rocket. No. Oh. Uh-uh. Nah. No, sir. Not the Rocket. No, Andy got to get them reps. And look, Andy Dalton had more reps than Bryce Young, so I trust Andy. I trust Andy. Yeah. So why do I want to go to Hendon Hooker if Andy Dalton had more reps than both quarterbacks on the roster? Oh, no, I'm going to Andy. Yep, there you go, Andy Dalton. There you go, Andy. Here's the ball for you. Go win us a game, buddy.
All right, let's run down what we saw in week 1 against Jacksonville. Quarterback looked like shit. Chuba Hubbard looked okay. The run blocking looked okay. Pass blocking is absolute dumpster juice. Tight ends, Jatavian Sanders still can't catch for whatever reason. I don't know what happened to him. Tommy Trimble's slow as shit. Wide receivers can't get open besides Ted McMillan. Xavier Leggette's looking like a fucking bust, of course. Defensively, we can't get pressure on the quarterback. Our linebackers are the worst linebacking group, maybe in NFL history, but definitely in the league right now. Secondary looked okay. They gave up some passing yards to Lawrence, but that's whatever. But on the whole, this is all on Canales, man. We knew as fans that the starters needed more time in the preseason, and now we've wasted a week shaking off this fucking rust, and now it impacts team morale, and it impacts what they expected themselves and what they think they can be. And so we've wasted week 1. We're probably going to waste week 2. And there's a chance now, I think we're going to go, into the first home game at 0-2 with the fan base completely checked out. But yeah, that's my rundown, and I wish it had gone down differently. But I did say in my prediction video that this was going to happen, that the offense was going to look bad, and everyone was going to sound the alarm bells. And I wish, of all the games that I predicted in that post, I wish that was one that I was wrong about. But I wasn't, because it was so fucking foreseeable.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love when the fans and the people speak their realness about the team. Yeah. Yeah. Cause see, I can't go on YouTube and do it. Cause they all sound the same. We gonna get to the meat potato. We're gonna find them. We're gonna find the other Carolina Panther fans. And let's hear what they think about it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Andy is not hurt. They just using that excuse so they can so they can skip right past him. S.L.R. Okay. Uh, you know what? If that happened, then y'all get listen. It don't even matter. If you want to go to Hendon, go ahead. I just, what I'm saying. At the end of the day, I just want y'all to be like, damn, S.L.R. You was right. Damn, they gotta clean the whole board. Yeah, they gotta flush it. They gotta flush this right down the goddamn toilet. Flush it. Get rid of it. You're gonna have to. I don't like the smell. I don't like the stench of Dave Canales and Bryce Young. Look how he walk going up the steps. Just look at him. You don't want to be here. You don't want to be here. This is not for Bryce. Bryce can't thrive here. Under this organization, he can't thrive here. The city, the state, he can't thrive here. He's a West Coast kid. He only could thrive in the sun and the rays over there. This is not it. Just look at him. You see, did you see how Robert Hunt was looking? Do you really think Robert Hunt is going to take another contract here after he just got paid? He ain't got to sign another contract here. Robert Hunt is going to go to a playoff team. He just came here to get paid. He done got paid, and he's going to go somewhere else that make a whole hell of a lot more money. And the Carolina Panthers ain't going to be able to afford him. Yeah. Yeah. He said that nigga look like he about to cry. You damn right he look like he about to cry. He ain't nothing but a crybaby. He probably got on the phone and called his daddy. Yeah, look, Bryce Young. You damn right. Them boys don't believe in him. Hell, now they don't believe in him. He's 6-23. Shit. I don't even believe him. 6-23. Man, get this loser off my team. Get him off my goddamn team immediately. He is a bona fide loser.
Okay. So, are you guys just as sick of the Panthers as I am? It's like every freaking year we start out horrible. They were not ready to play today. And, you know, they all this talking about, oh, we've had a good practice. Oh, this has been great. Oh, this has been great. Oh, we're going to fear the Carolina Panthers. Ain't nobody fearing the Carolina Panthers right now. What's to fear? Bryce Young is not the answer. Okay? Now, I don't say I don't like Bryce Young because I do. And yeah, last year he stepped up in that second half after he got benched. But he did not show up today. Defense, once again, Everoy, Jero, whatever his freaking name is, that defensive coordinator we've had for the last 3 years has never been able to stop the run. And Jaguars ran all over us. I'm tired. Okay? I am tired. I've been a fan since they started. This is the only team I will ever root for. I love the Panthers. But I am tired. Very, very tired.
To the Carolina Panthers social media team, don't piss me off this morning. Because every time we get destroyed, y'all never want to talk about what happened. You want to talk about, hey, let's watch the defensive tackles do the hot chip challenge. I don't want to see that. Okay, I don't want to see Derek Brown finish the song lyrics. I don't care what Bryce Young has for a pregame meal. I don't want to hear about Xavier Legette's horse dollar bill. I don't want to hear that. You know what I do want to see? I want to see them in that locker room devastated. So I know they care. Okay? I want to see Bryce Young in the film room. I want to see J.C. Horn going in on the DBs. I want to see practice. I want to see passion. I want to see that they want to win. I don't need any of this. Y'all are going to sit here and have S.L.R doing whatever dance. None of that. We need to focus. If it's going to be another year of disaster, fine, but don't gaslight me again, please. There's nothing good about yesterday. Nothing. How about we make a video about locking in? Let's do that.
What happened to the Carolina Panthers down in Jacksonville? You spend all offseason getting excited. You start talking all this shit. You hear it's Bryce Young's breakout year. The team's going to look a lot different. Okay. Let me put on my Carolina Panthers jersey again. Let me put on my Carolina Panthers hat. By halftime of week 1, you look like an absolute goofball. Oh my God. Look at this guy. He's wearing a Carolina Panthers jersey. Is he all right? No, I'm not okay because we just got ransacked again. We cannot do this for another year. Please. This is the overall overreaction. Xavier Legette cannot have you on the field. Cannot have you on the field. If you're not going to block, if you're not going to catch the ball and keep your feet in bounds from a good pass, and what else did you do? We can't have you on the field. Where's Jalen Coker? That quad, we can't have this. Ejeri Vero, the scheme is terrible, my boy. We get ran on every single game. 200 plus yards. I don't know how many yards we actually gave up. It had to be at least 200 on the ground. Where was Derrick Brown? He's one of the best defensive tackles in the league, and we can't even get him in on a play. The scheme is terrible. Where is, we need Icky back. Right now. This team, you see the Saints. They scored more points than we did. You see the Bucks and the Falcons. It's like levels, and we're not on the same level. We look like doo-doo. Can we please not do this for another year? Please.
Yes, it's easy to focus on Bryce Young. And I think everybody's in agreement that Bryce Young was not good. Even the peanut punch, I get it. That's a heads up play. That's Jacksonville just playing better than you, which that gets to the larger problem.
Why Jacksonville juiced?
Why did they look prepared and you didn't? And I know this sounds like a broken record hindsight situation, but I still think Dave Canales screwed up with his preseason approach. Okay. You had red flags that popped up against Houston and you took them off the field rather than, no, you go work this damn thing out. And then they didn't play in the third preseason game.
As Roy Williams used to love to say, we could play the game in Alaska. It doesn't matter.
True.
Right. They could have played the whole preseason. See the Giants, and their offensive line was awful.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson's going to get benched because he was awful.
Yeah.
But they were on fire in the preseason. So I hear what you're saying about the preseason. But the truth of the matter is the Panthers have a lack of talent.
Mm-hmm.
They have a loft problem. It was not solved in the offseason. They're trying on the offense, but defensively, oof.
Yeah, but back what I was saying though, about what you were saying that the Frankie Louvu situation, yeah, Frankie ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. No, no, no Louvu. You got your Frankie Louvu, Tevin Wallace. Yeah, that's your Frankie Louvu. Yeah, I don't really know what Carolina Panthers are gonna do. All I know, like I said, yeah, yeah, I'm most definitely gonna be dropping some more content because um, we most definitely got to hear what other people are talking about. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. This just one part of it. You know what I'm saying? This just the first. You know what I'm saying? I'm running nothing but the end Bryce Young We Trust series all season long. All season long. In Bryce Young We Trust. Until Bryce get benched or traded, that's gonna be the title. Yeah. Trust the process. What I tell you. We gonna be alright. We gonna be alright. Trust me. Just listen to S.L.R. Follow me. We gonna be alright. Trust me. Yeah. Told you. I got the game plan. I told y'all. I'm the one that told y'all to trust the process. I got the juice. I got the game plan. I know what it takes. Yeah, let this play on out, man. Let it play out. Let all three quarterbacks get play. Just let it play out. Yeah. Get the number one pick, and everybody is going to be happy. We're going to be happy. Trust me. We're going to be happy. Yeah. If we don't get the number one pick, I ain't going to be happy. Yeah, y'all can go beg Arch Manning to come out. Beg Arch. Beg Archie Bunker. Yeah. Dave Canales gave an interview. I think he ain't protecting Bryce Young no more. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out. Probably I may drop some more Carolina Panther content tonight. I got some other stuff I gotta do. I just want to do this one real fast. But yeah, most definitely got some more content we're gonna break down and get into. Most definitely because this ain't good. This ain't good for sure. Most definitely like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. Most definitely smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Support the channel, share the live. Most definitely. This the End Bryce Young We Trust series. Yeah. Trust the process. Oh yeah. Make sure y'all tap in. Oh yeah. And I always keep the link posted so when the Carolina Panther fans want to pull up, talk about it, yeah, let me know. Oh yeah. We ain't stopping. We just getting started. Make sure y'all tap in. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. In Bryce Young We Trust. Trust the process. Carolina Panthers, Carolina Panther Nation. Stand up. Keep pounding. Peace.